What's up, everybody? It's your boy mel.on.mars. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today's the day I normally do a relationship topic on Wednesdays, and I always talk about regarding relationships. It can go as far as your dating life, or it can go as far as your family life, or your community, even politics. And today I want to talk about politics. You saw the question I have on the subject line, and it just really something been hitting me heavy, the last several weeks about black people, about black people. Why do we still support the Democratic Party? I mean, it's been this new hashtag going around lately called #walkaway. And I have to be honest with you, I walked away 5 years ago now. The only time I've ever been excited to vote was with Barack Obama. And by all means, it was strictly because he was black. I'm being 100% honest with you. And that is the last time I would do anything in life strictly because somebody is black. I must know complete and discrete details before I vote or put my name behind anything strictly because it's black. It was pathetic. It's strictly pathetic. You can't call it no other way. That what has happened to the black community for decades continue to happen under somebody who looked just like us. What do I mean by what has continued to happen? The Democratic Party forever and ever has made empty promises. The Democratic Party has forever and ever made empty promises to the black community that cater to you, that have catered to us, made us feel like we just so important to them. Like everything, the whole campaign is filled with what they gonna do for black people. And tell me what things they finally get done. What do they ever get done? You say, well, this boy, you ain't never 30 years old, you don't know your history. Well, I flunked history class a couple times, but right now history is one of my most favorite things. So you take it back to Leonard B. Johnson, LBJ. I live in Dallas, Texas. We got LBJ freeways. I'm about to get on LBJ freeway as I speak right now. This man, he was the first person that ruined, I would say, the black family, ruined our minds. And I don't gotta go down history. You can look this up yourself. But if you don't know, Lyndon B. Johnson straight up bullwinked the black community by promising them a better life, promising them a fair country, and everything will be equal. He fulfilled and then passed through the law that started with JFK before he passed, which is trying to, the Discrimination Act. Making that law that there'll be no more discrimination. The Jim Crow laws will be gone, to the best of their ability. But this is the bull crap in that, guys. So LBJ the one pushed it. He the one that got it to go through. But ultimately, he probably one of the most racist people ever. He straight up told majority of the Democrats that if we allow, and I know you guys heard this quote so many times, if we push this through if we allow this bill to go through, we'll have niggers voting for us for the next 200 years. He wasn't lying, because exactly what we have been doing. We have been voting for Democrats for the next 200 years. Guys, it's a big coincidence I had these glasses on today. I call them my Malcolm X glasses. But it's not a coincidence because everything happened for a reason. Malcolm X is one of my biggest influences as far as how I live my day in, day out. He's one of the only people I say I can look up to and not feel any shame about looking up to him. If you listen to Malcolm X talk about the black community during that time, there's several things he said that was impactful. The first thing I can say he said that was impactful when it comes to voting, he said, your vote is like a bullet. And he says it's impactful, it's very important that we don't utilize that bullet, don't pull the gun out until you see a rifle target. Essentially, he was saying, why are you voting for somebody just to vote? There's so many things he said back then in the 60s that's still so relevant right now in 2018. Another thing he said, talking strictly about Lyndon B. Johnson, because Lyndon B. Johnson got that bill to pass. He served the rest of JFK's term because, you know, JFK was assassinated. And then he ran for office again and won in a landslide. Malcolm X said, and this is just statistics, that white people were voting, and the voting was so close that they have to always, they so divided as a people that they had to recount the votes so many times because they just so divided as a people. But Lyndon B. Johnson knew if he can get black people to vote and do what he needs to do to make them feel like they got some hope, then he can get their vote. So the next time Lyndon B. Johnson ran for president, he won in a landslide, strictly based on the black vote. LBJ was from Texas. This man was doing crooked stuff from Texas. He had a law change just so he can run for president and I think Texas governor at the same time. I forget what other office he was trying to run for in Texas, but he was running for 2 offices at the same time. At that time in history, you couldn't do that. So this man was politicians and all. Overall, guys, all they trying to do is get power, fame, recognition. So that's the reason I can't respect nobody like Jesse Jackson, can't respect Al Sharpton, can't respect a lot of other people who call themselves black leaders, because they sell out more than anything. Malcolm X called them sellouts. You sell out just to anybody who make you feel good or make them feel like they are relevant. You know, ever since Jesse Jackson lost his campaign in the 80s, he'd be the main person there for every Democrat. Why? Because they include him and make him feel important. Malcolm X said they have a cup of coffee for every one of these Democrats. Now, so what are you saying, Jamel? We should be Republicans? I'm not saying that at all. Because just like Malcolm X said, I'm going to keep quoting Malcolm X. He says, with Republicans and Democrats, it's just like having a wolf and a fox. A fox, which is the Democrats. A fox will come around its food, come around a rabbit and act friendly. It will act friendly enough just to get the trust of the rabbit, but then it will eat the rabbit. But a wolf ain't trying to look friendly. A wolf gonna straight up attack. And that's what the Republicans do. You can say what you want to say. The reason I say Republicans a little bit better, because at least I know where you're coming from. Just like with this whole debate, this past election with Hillary and Trump. Me and my wife was for Trump. Why? Because after looking at the election, after looking at the debates, you start reading right through Hillary. You start reading right through anybody the Democrats put up there. They all saying the same thing, just trying to make you feel good. Instead of Trump talking real. Trump saying stuff that you want to hear and stuff. Trump saying stuff you want to say and that needs to be said, not just stuff you want to hear and make you feel good. So that's my message. How long will we as black people be fooled? And how long will we be just dangled on the string, made fun of? Nothing. They don't care nothing about us. All they care about is our vote. You ever notice that? Only time real black issues are talked about is when it's voting time. Do you understand that? The purpose of this video is so I can get some black people to start thinking for yourself. Think for yourself. And not just think for yourself, think outside the box. Just think about it. I can understand. I really don't understand, because we had leaders like Malcolm X, Martin Luther King. People talking about Martin Luther King, he was there to support Lyndon B. Johnson, but Martin Luther King was a Republican. He was there to support him because he was trying to do everything he could to give civil rights for his people. But I believe that black people overall should not affiliate with any party. You should not, because at the end of the day, politicians gonna do what's best for politicians. Now I'm gonna do a little bit more talking here soon about my thoughts on liberals, my thoughts on conservatives, what I believe black people should stand for. Because at the end of the day, guys, we've been played like fools. We've been played like dummies. For far too long. I, for one, I won't stand for it no more. In my life, in my family, we're not falling for that bull crap. We're not falling for it. It's some evil people that's been serving bull crap to black people for too long. And it just got to stop. How many times you got to hear the same message and expect the same result? That's the definition of insanity. Hearing the same thing, doing the same thing, expecting different results. You name me one in the comment section below. If you know of something good the Democrats have done specifically for the black community, not for all people, but specifically that helps black communities, even the so-called black president. You call him black if you want. He was mixed race. He was raised by white people. And one of the main white people he was raised by, his grandmother, she had horrible relationships or horrible experiences with black people. So you don't think that rubbed off on him? I ain't gonna go off on Obama like I really want to. Just you name me one good thing that the Democrats have promised the black community and fulfilled that promise. All they are mouthpieces. All they are mouthpieces. And I'm gonna go down the line of each and every one of them that I don't do nothing but talk. I'm really saying this now for my millennials out there, because we hold a true power. And the liberals and the Democrats really feel that they gonna shake up the world with the next election. But now, it's gonna be people that wake up. That's what Malcolm X called it. He called it, black people are becoming more politically educated, becoming more politically smart. But we understand the tricks and and the trades and everything that white people or just overall liberals are trying to do. I want to hear what you guys say. You don't gotta announce or denounce what political party you're with right now. But if you want to answer this question for me, if you're a black person watching this video, why are you still a Democrat? Why are you still a Democrat? Answer that question. As always, let's grow.